Another difficult day for this country as it's happened again, yet again, this time at a 4th of July parade. Another mass shooting, this time Chicago, suburb of Highland Park. Mass shooter killed at least 6 people and wounded dozens. I'm going to bring in now from Highland Park near the scene of that shooting, Illinois Senator Dick Durbin and Illinois Congressman Brad Schneider. Gentlemen, thank you both for being here on what is a difficult day. Congressman, this is your area, your district here, so you were there at the beginning of the parade with your team when shots rang out. Can you tell me what you saw and heard?
Yeah, we do normally 5 parades on the 4th of July. This is number 2. I was just arriving. My team had organized. We hadn't stepped onto the parade route yet. I was talking to one of my team members when she said there are shots and everyone was scattering. So quickly people evacuated as fast as they could from the area, seeking to get to safety. I went outside the parade area and actually saw a group of kids who were trying to call home to let them know their parents were safe. I stopped and offered them my phone and helped the local park district direct traffic to get the area cleared. But it was unclear. People were just trying to get away as quickly as they can.
And Senator, let me bring you in here. Look, this investigation is new, it's fresh. We're going to learn a whole lot more. But have you been able to learn any more from authorities about what a possible motive was and what weapon this shooter used?
I've been given a few more facts, but with the promise that I wouldn't disclose them publicly until law enforcement made that decision. I don't want to do anything that would possibly compromise this investigation. But I will tell you the bottom line is this. If I had to pick a parade for 4th of July in my state of Illinois and take my 3-year-old granddaughter, I wouldn't have thought twice about Highland Park. It's one of the safest, nicest communities in our state. What happened there yesterday is a tragedy.
You said you wouldn't have thought twice about taking family members to that parade, and I think a lot of people there, Senator, would have that same feeling. They might have different thoughts now, and many Americans have second thoughts about going to a church, a movie theater, a grocery store, a hospital, places where we have seen these shootings over the past, in the recent weeks and months. So what do you say to weary now, emotionally weary Americans who are looking to you and the congressman standing next to you to do something about what we continue to see?
Listen, I'm just as angry at what happened in Highland Park yesterday as anyone in this community. To think that a great American tradition was defaced by this individual who killed these innocent people and injured others. And the question is this: had enough, America? I sure hope so. If you've had enough, elect people who feel as we do. We need more gun safety. To have over 300 mass shootings in the United States just this year alone is just unacceptable. I just was interviewed by the BBC. They don't understand it. How does America put up with this? Well, I'm sick of it, and I'm tired of putting up with it. It's time to have an election that makes a difference.
Congressman, you mentioned gun safety there. What do you think, or do you see something here that's wrong with our culture that goes beyond just our gun culture, or what are we missing when we see with the social media, at least of this person that's in custody and connection, there seem to be, like we often see, so many breadcrumbs that they leave something behind that was missed. So is it legislation, or what does that need to be paired with?
Well, of course I see something wrong. We've had 300 mass shootings in this country in 185 days. That's almost 12 shootings a week. A parade here, the celebration of our nation's birthday, as the senator said, where people come with their families, grandparents, parents, and young children, to have it shattered with a outburst of gunfire from a high-powered assault weapon. I've heard as many as 60 shots in a matter of just a few seconds. This has to stop, and there are things we can do. The House has passed legislation to require universal background checks. 90% of the country supports that legislation. We need to pass it and make it law. We can ban the sale of these assault weapons, make it harder for people to get the large capacity magazines that allow them to fire off 60 rounds in just a matter of seconds. And we can work to strengthen our communities. We can respect the Constitution and keep our kids, our schools, our communities safer, but it takes the political will, and we have to come together, Republicans and Democrats, and work until we can keep our communities safe.
And Senator, I know you want to be optimistic and talk about the political will, but we just had 19 children killed in Uvalde, and the legislation that got through did not include all of those things that the congressman just mentioned. So why would this, or what will it take to get the will to make the difference that many think is necessary from Washington to have an impact on events like this?
Let me tell you what I've learned in my service in Congress. If you want to get something done, you need to be determined, and sadly, you need to be patient. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen when the American people speak up and elect those who really want to make a change that'll make America safer. That's the key to it. In a democracy, elections count.
Yesterday, as the day started, 10:15, when this shooting occurred, this community was in shock. Over the course of the day, that shock turned to grief as we learned that 6 people died and more than 24 were wounded. But it's also anger. And we will deal with the grief, process that grief, but we've got to hold on to that anger. It doesn't happen overnight, as the senator said, but we have to make sure that we don't give up. I'm going to speak from every mountaintop, from every chance I can in Congress, here at home, to make sure that people understand what's at stake. And we have to work day in and day out until we move forward and keep our kids and our communities safe.
Senator Durbin, Congressman Schneider, it's good to have you. I'm sorry about the circumstances that have brought us together once again today, but thank you so much, and certainly our thoughts are with your community there. Appreciate you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you all heard it there. That is the right number, 300 mass shootings in this country in 2022, and we are 7 months into the year.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.